I was addicted to video games. I used to play League of Legends all the time and it was all I thought about. And now I'm addicted to drawing in the same way. I got back into art after quitting a few weeks ago. It started slow, just a few sketches here and there, but recently art has consumed my life. Every thought I have, everything I do, and everything I see makes me want to draw. It is genuinely like a drug. And 8 months ago when I first started art, I quit within 3 months. I needed a ton of motivation and drawing was not this enjoyable. But why is it different this time? At first I had no idea, but I studied this addiction and compared it to my gaming addiction. So here is how I got addicted to art and how you can too. When I play video games, I always have an end goal. Usually for me it is to rank up to the highest rank on multiplayer games. For other people, it could be to get the platinum or simply to finish the game. Having an end goal is what gives you motivation to keep working even when you don't want to. What has always motivated me is to have a big goal. It is usually reaching the highest rank in the game, or when I played basketball, it was to play for the best team in university. I think the reason this works for me is because I don't expect to reach the goal soon. So there is no expectation for instant gratification. But I know that to hit this goal that I have, I need to work really hard every day, and it has always made me work hard. My art goal is to become an artist for a video game. As a beginner. This is a very ambitious goal, but it is a goal that doesn't have a deadline. It could take me 5 years, it could take me 10, 20, it doesn't matter how long it takes. The point is that I have something that I want to reach so bad. But sometimes this is not enough. Because last time that I tried art 8 months ago, I only lasted 3 months without quitting and I still had the same goal. So what changed? Who do you think gives up first? A lion chasing a zebra for a meal, or a zebra who is being chased by a lion? I think the zebra has a bigger motivation than the lion. It is survival versus hunger. All this to say that you need to find a way to activate your primal instinct to run away from the lion. We all have lions. We just don't think about them often. Think about what will happen if you don't achieve your goal. This is your negative vision, or exactly what you don't want to happen. For me, it is thinking of what could have been. Working an office job 30 years from now and thinking what would have happened if I actually pursued art. Could my life look completely different right now if I hadn't quit? And you can apply this to every area of your life, and it is immediate motivation that is permanent every time you remind yourself of your negative vision. It doesn't fade away because you know what you lose if you don't do what you need to do right now. So every time you're not motivated to draw, you need to think not only about your goal, but about what happens if you don't chase this goal. It needs to be something deeper than just not achieving the goal. But motivation is not enough. You can have a big goal, make sure you work towards it no matter how long it takes, and think of your negative vision to make sure you don't give up, because you will likely regret it later. It is easy to see progress in games. That is the joy in ranking up. There is instant gratification. Every time I win or every time I rank up, I feel a lot of joy. Winning is rewarding, so you need to find ways to win at art. This could be different for everyone, but the way I approach this is with daily wins. The system that works for me is having a tracker on my wall. Every time I finish a task, I get to mark it off, and it is a win because I know that I am gaining experience and I know that I am getting better at art and closer to my goal every time I mark off a box. Currently, I have 5 art-related boxes. I don't mark all of them every day, but whenever I do mark all of them, it is extremely rewarding. So I always try to mark out as much as possible, no matter how busy my day is. Some of my boxes include completing the art assignments that I have for that day, sketching, and working on my current illustration. It could look different for everyone. It could be completing an art piece. It can literally be anything that you said to yourself every day that makes you feel good after you complete it. Maybe it is just 15 minutes of drawing anything. Just make sure that it is something that you consider a win. Lastly, and obviously, it is very important that you enjoy creating. To be addicted to something, you genuinely need to enjoy the thing. You need to be obsessed with it. You need to like every aspect of it. It is not about sitting down and forcing yourself to do something. You wouldn't play a game that you don't enjoy playing. The same goes for art. I presume that if you're doing art, it is because you genuinely enjoy it, and sometimes maybe it feels unenjoyable, which is where the other points matter. What works for me when it feels unenjoyable, for example, if I'm doing perspective or gestures that are getting repetitive and boring, I like to try to find ways to make it fun. I personally enjoy drawing characters, so maybe I'll do gestures, and after they're done, I'll reward myself by picking the best one and turning it into a character I like. You really need to think about what it is that you enjoy about art and try to implement that into your studies. So that is how I became addicted to drawing, and if I did it, you can too.